Okay, students, today we are about to learn statement of profit and loss, the second part of the statement of profit and loss. Already we have learned about calculation of gross profit under the statement of profit and loss. So today we are going to learn about calculation of net profit through the statement of profit and loss. Last class we discussed about net profit through equation. Last class we discussed about net profit through equation. Today we are going to learn about net profit through statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss. Okay, here we go. There is a question here. You can copy down the question. Gross profit, interest received, rent received, loan obtained, etc. etc. Right. Let's see how to prepare a statement to calculate the net profit. A statement of profit and loss rupees. Statement of profit and loss rupees. And we know how to calculate the net profit. Already we discussed in the last class. So net profit equals to gross profit plus other income minus expense. Expense mean revenue expense. Expense mean revenue expense. So this is how we calculate the net profit. This is how we calculate the net profit. So net profit equals gross profit plus other income minus expense. So I hope you remember this equation. Net profit equal gross profit plus other income minus expense. What expense? Revenue expense. Revenue expense mean distribution expense, administration expense, other expense and finance expense. This is how we have calculated the net profit by using equation. Now we are going to use this equation to calculate the net profit through a statement. So statement of P&L, gross profit 54,000, gross profit plus other income. So other income, what are the other incomes we have? We have interest received, and we have rent received. These two are other income. So under other income we can write interest received 6,000 and rent received 8,000. My dear students, remember when we prepare a statement, we cannot write other income 14,000 at once. But in equation we can write, no problem, because that's like a rough work, right? Equation is like a rough work. When you come to a statement, it should be in a proper way. So under other income, what and what you have? You have two things. One is interest received, other one is rent received. So both we have to write one by one. Since there are two amounts directly without writing in second column, we are writing in the first column. Therefore, interest received 6,000, rent received 8,000, total other income 14,000. Then we have to add the other income with gross profit. Other income to be added to the gross profit. That's how the equation we learn, right? Net profit equals gross profit plus other income. Gross profit plus other income. So we take total other income 14,000 to second column. Why? To add the gross profit and other income. So once you add the total, we will receive a total income 68,000. 68. From this, we have to deduct the expenses. Remember, loan obtained is not an income, because loan obtained is a liability. Loan obtained is a liability. We never take liability to calculate the profit, so we leave it. We leave it. We don't take into account the loan obtained is not necessary for this question. It's not necessary for this question, right? So sometimes there can be many entries which is not relevant for us, which is not relevant for us. Therefore, we should ignore it. Sometimes they may give cash balance, building, the homework I gave you. Many things are there. Building, vehicle, cash balance, debtor, creditor. Those are not necessary to calculate the net profit, but sometimes they will give you in the question. So we can ignore those things and we can come to only incomes and expenses to be taken. Only incomes and expenses to be taken. Okay. Let's come to next one. The expenses, what we have, let's see, expenses, we have distribution expense 19,000, administration expense 9,000, finance expense 2,000. My dear students, when we prepare a statement of profit and loss, you have to write the expenses in this order. That means distribution expense, administration expense, after that only finance expense and other expense come. There is a format for statement of P&L, so we can't change the format. The expenses, we don't write administration expense first, even though in the question you have administration expense first. In P&L, first expense is distribution expense. That's a format of a P&L. Format of a P&L. So distribution expense 19,000, administration expense 9,000, finance expense 2,000. This order must be followed. Order must be followed. Therefore, if you add the totals, you will be getting 30,000 rupees expense. We know expense to be deducted from the income. Gross profit plus other income minus expense. So we use a bracket for minus 30,000. Why we put a bracket, my dear? Because we have to deduct the expense. 68 minus 30, the profit. What do you call this? Net profit is 38,000. Net profit is 38,000. So this is how we calculate a statement of profit and loss. This is how we calculate the statement of profit and loss. I hope you understand. Let's move to the next question. Therefore, the net profit is 38,000. So we can come to a next question. Right. We finish off the statement and come to the next question. Let's go for a question. This is a little big question than the previous one. Turnover. What is turnover mean? Sales. Sales, cost of sales, everything given. Okay. Let's come. Statement of profit and loss. Up to now, we learned only two columns. Now, I'm going to introduce a third column. I'm going to introduce a third column. At last, you will understand why we need three columns, right? Why we need three columns, okay? Statement of P&L. First of all, we are going to calculate the net profit through this statement. Destination is important. The vision of a life is important. Where are we going? What are we going to do? Right? Without knowing where are we going to get down, don't get into the bus. Destination is very important. So vision in our life, objective, our goals in our life, it's very important. We have to move accordingly. With the target, we have to move. So what are we going to calculate in the statement of P&L? We are going to calculate the net profit. Net profit. To calculate the net profit, we need gross profit first. Okay. How do we calculate the gross profit? Gross profit equals sales minus cost of sales. I can remember around 3 classes Around 6 hours, I have explained you about these sales minus cost of sales gross profit. If anyone missed the classes, you can please pass the recording. I will send you. You can go through. So turnover means sales. So sales 140. You can write either sales or turnover. No need to write both. Okay. So you can remember sales 140, cost of sales 90,000 given. Therefore, sales minus cost of sales. That's what I have used a bracket for cost of sales. Sales minus cost of sales. Therefore, gross profit is 50,000 rupees. Gross profit is 50,000 rupees. Right. Let's come to the answer now. Net profit equals gross profit plus other income minus expense. Gross profit, net profit equal gross profit plus other income. So we will take other income as a heading. Other income as a heading. Now, do you have other income in this? Yes. Interest received 2,000. Commission received 6,000. Discount received 2,000. There are 3 other incomes. That's what we are writing in the second column. If you have even 2 other incomes in the previous question also I show you, write in the second column. Even you write in the first column, doesn't matter. Even you write in the first column, doesn't matter. Even you write in the third column, no problem. No problem. Column is not a problem to gain marks. Column is not a problem to gain marks. Other income. So you have to write under other income, but you have to write. So I always tell you, my dear student, the how many questions we are practicing it, that is not much important. It is necessary, we need to write it, but the much important thing is how much we are respecting our teachers who are teaching us. That only gives you knowledge. That only gives you knowledge. So you love your teachers, you like your teachers, you respect your teachers. You understand? That much gain your knowledge. Likewise, my dear, which column you are writing is not important at all. But when we write in the second column, the statement will be very nice. It's looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful. So that's what we are writing in the second column. Even you write in the first column, never you lose your marks. You write in the third column, you never ever lose your marks. So total other income 2 plus 6 plus 2, 10. Total income, other income, if you add 10, 50 plus 10 other income to be added to gross profit according to equation. So total 60. Then we come to the expenses. Remember, my dear students, when we calculate the net profit through an equation, we can add all the expenses and write together. But when we calculate a net profit through an equation, you can just add all the expenses. Okay, rent is 6,000, insurance 3,900, advertisement 110, fuel vehicle 12, interest 113, like that. You can add the total, right? But when we prepare a statement of P&L, we have to prepare in a proper way. When you study at home, you can sit wherever you like. You can sit wherever you like. You can sit wherever the way you like, whatever the way you like. You can dress whatever the way you like. You can study on your own. But when you attend a class, even though teacher is not seeing you, whether it is online or physical, no problem. When you attend a class, my dear, you must dress properly, sit properly, respect properly. Even though the teacher is not looking at you, that will increase your knowledge. That's what I always tell my. Right. So when we calculate a net profit, you apply the same theory to this. That's all. That's all I need. That's all I need. So when you when you calculate a net profit through equation, no problem. You can do the way you like. But when we prepare a statement of P&L, there is a proper way. There is a standard method. So how do we calculate the expenses? Heading by heading, distribution expense first. Do we have distribution expense? Yes, you got advertisement, fuel for vehicle. So can we add both together, 1 plus 2, 3,000 and write? No. I told you there is a way. Even the teachers are not seeing you when you are studying under the teacher through online or physical class. There is a way to sit. Respectfully you sit. The knowledge will increase. So distribution expense. There is a way to write, my dear. You come advertisement. Now you see the third column. The first column we put earlier, we did 2 columns. Now we are using the third column. So we are going to use advertisement we are going to write the advertisement in first column. Is it compulsory? No. You can write in second column. You can write in third column. But if you write in the first column, the statement will be very nice. It will be very beautiful, attractive. Then fuel for vehicle 2,000. That's all. Only 2 distribution expense you have. So we can add the total of advertisement and fuel for vehicle. Total expense 3,000. That total 3,000 can be taken to the second column, 3,000 rupees. That can be taken to the second column, 3,000 rupees. I hope you understand. You look at the pattern. You already know what is distribution expense. What and what come under distribution expense. You already know. So you consider the pattern, the way what I am prepared, the statement format. Okay, after distribution expense, administration expense. Okay, under administration expense, do we have anything? Yes, of course. Rent, 6,000. Insurance, 3,000. So under each heading, whatever it comes, we have to write it one by one. Total 9,000. Take it to second column. It's look attractive, that's all. Beautiful. It's neat answer. You can write in any column if you consider only the marks. No issue at all. Because in exams, for this 3,000, 9,000, no marks given. Marks given for the entries one by one. So don't worry about the column. But if you write it in this way, it will be more attractive and neat answer. Beautiful answer. Okay, that's all administration. Next one, finance expense. You have interest 1,000. You have bank charges 1,000. 2 finance expenses. That's all. We can add the total 1,000 plus 1,000, 2,000. Then you have other expense. What is other expense you have? Stock loss 1,000. Why we write in the second column? Because only one you have, right? So no need to write in the first column, row a line at the total. No, because only one you have. One. But as I told you earlier, even you write in first column, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You can write it. No issue. So stock loss 1,000. Total expenses 9, 3 plus 9, 12 plus 2 plus 1. Total expense, we can take it to the third column now because we are going to finalize it, 15,000. So you see, under distribution expense, we wrote 2 expenses, 3 expenses, 4 expenses may come. Write it in first column at the total and take it to second column. So distribution expense set aside. Admin expense under that write 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is given at the total and take it to second column. Finance expense 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is given, Writing the first column and then take it to the second column. It will be look attractive. It is nice to see like this format. Other expense is stock loss 1,000. Only one. If you have two, same method you can follow, writing the first column. Even you have one, you can write in first column as I told you earlier. No, no problem, right? So total expense 3 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1. All the black amounts I have added 15,000 total expense. So gross profit plus other income already I have given you 60. Out of from 60, if you deduct 15,000, then you will be getting 45,000. How do we call this 45,000? That's the net profit. That's the net profit. So net profit is 45,000 rupees. That's all, my dear. It's very easy if you understand the format. Practice 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, whatever the number you like. How much you love the subject, that much you do it. You will get to know very easily. After practicing 4-5 sums, automatically you will write which column, where, under which expense, all you get to know easily. Right. Okay, let's come to the homework, my dear. Homework is question number 7. Even though I say calculate the net profit for the following, forget about number 1. Forget about number 1. The homework for you is, sorry, forget about this number 1, okay? Number 2, question number 7, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Number 2, number 3, and number 4. These 3 are the homework given to you. So for these 3 questions, you have to prepare a statement of P&L to calculate the net profit. Earlier you just did it, right? Now for this question number 7, second, third, and fourth, not the first one. Second, third, and fourth, you have to prepare a statement. You have to prepare 3 statements. Statement of profit and loss to calculate the net profit and send the answer before Tuesday. Because today, Saturday 1 question, Sunday 1, Monday 1. So Tuesday you can send, I can give you 1 more extra day. 1 day, 1 question, that's enough for you, my dear, right? So if you can do it all 3 at once, no problem, you can go ahead. But remember, go through the video, stop the video, and try on your own. Try on your own. That's the important point. I hope you understand. So we will meet in next class. Bye, children. Never give up.